No, it's mostly about region, because Snaking did start with 6 Tango, so he's going to be feeding mangoes to Spectre.
Okay. So feed the mangoes, have the mangoes. It's mango time, is what you're telling me. Let's see if Saksa goes down, top lane. He'll die. All right, Misha getting first blood. So you were correct. Anybody in chat who said 2 was correct. I guess if you pressed 1, you also like pressing
correct.
1. Also correct. So yeah, you're about to have Misha level 6. So he'll have that sharpshooter to go to, and that's an extra chunk of damage. That's going to be something they could throw the way of OG to Tundra. So we'll see how that ends up going by. Is they're going to bring heroes down here towards bot. They've got the telekinesis onto BZM. Saksa with that ult. They go to the blade mail. They're going to try and get in front of this one. Sharpshooter thrown by Misha. They've got 9 coming over with an Elder Dragon form, but they don't get the kill here just yet onto BZM. They'll go to the
no blink yet.
Taiga with the blink strike, slowing him up for the moment. Skitter still gets the kill onto BZM, getting their first on the board. So finally, Tundra getting themselves something out of this as they'll go forward with 9 having that blink dagger. And that means they're able to get a second, taking out Misha. So the aggression from OG, it comes down towards bot. They get the kill there on a Saksa.
Catapult, and now they're going to strike. Like, they need to take a fight before they can take any objectives.
Maybe looking over to get Skitter,
Ricky,
but he
Shard is available.
Gonna throw out that sweeping dart, pops the blade mail. Sunray now on top of Yuragi. LSA with the Laguna Bleed, they get the kill on a Snake King, but they're gonna look over and try and finish the life of the Lina. Ends up being a trade that's well worth it for Tundra as they take the 5x kill streak out of the hands of this Lina. And meanwhile, BZM up top getting a kill on a 33 with the help of DM as well as Misha. It's kills around the board for OG, but the big one is the prize ticket of Yuragi. And that is good gold going the way of Tundra. And you can see this is minus the 33 kill, but if you look at the fight recap, it does show that they did get a lot of gold coming out from that Lina kill, and it should update with that 33 death as well soon.
Yeah, that was very ambitious going on to Spectre like that, and on the mid lane, Tundra getting another pick off. With this type of a lineup, OG, like, they need to go for the kills. They need to get something done because coming into the late game, the lineup from Tundra is just way too powerful, especially when it comes to the team fight. We still haven't seen the full team fight in action.
Again, he's gonna get caught back to back.
BKB, but
he
can't get it off.
And he gets the BKB off. It's not gonna matter. 9 ends up getting a kill there on Yuragi. That is a late BKB, and I mean, that's what happens when they've got the blink jump on him and they in phase. So he's still got a decent chunk out of that lane, especially when they open up the space for him. And I kind of worry for OG how they're going to be able to handle him, especially now working with this Helm of the Overlord. They look over to the side, push Swag Sharpshooter coming through, not going to land on the Phoenix, but the blink and the ult coming through on a Snake King. So they'll take the Phoenix to start, and they'll take out Saksa next. But 33 with Primal Roar that hits out of the Queen of Pain. They'll throw the dart over and put this Beastmaster to sleep. LSA to follow it up. So there's the combo, there's the kills. 3 kills there for OG. And Tundra, they kind of get caught in no man's land, and OG take advantage.
Finally, we see OG punching back with the...
There we go. All right, he picks it up. Smoke again. Still working with that haunt. Shadow step off cooldown in just 4 seconds. Taiga, he's over to the side. They'll go to the dust. They've got the blink as well as the Dragon Tail. Shadow step comes in, and they get the kill on the Taiga. They're going to look towards the back as BZM and Misha need to walk away. They'll blink away on BZM. They don't get anything else, but again, it's very easy for them, especially once they have that dust, to have Skitter jump through with the Shadow Step.
Oh, DM, Roar.
Saksa,
it's gonna be there.
And that should mean that they've got this ready to go. Meanwhile, Saksa, he's also stolen the Sleeping Dart. So he can not only put them in with the telekinesis, but he has the sleep available, and Skitter with another kill on a DM.
Oh, this is a big steal. We didn't talk too much about Rubik, but there's some cool spells to steal. Just showed.
And DM, caught with the telekinesis. They're going to go forward with the Shadow Step once again. The BKB's been popped by DM. He's surviving for now. Taiga over to the side going after an illusion, but here comes down with the blink as well as the Dragon Tail coming out of the Skitter. Skitter's going to get really into this fight with BZM. BKB and a blink away, but Misha on the run from Skitter still. He's all the way in the base. They only got the kill on a Taiga. They've taken out 1, and they'll burn away Misha with the fireball placed on the ground by 9. So Skitter in deep using that haunt after the Shadow Step got on top of these heroes on the side of OG. They don't get the cores. BZM had to fall all the way back. He was quite low in that exchange. They'll buy back on Misha. And the Racks are in trouble. Meanwhile, Skitter, he's got the Shadow Step ready, so he doesn't have to be exactly right there at the fight. He's looking to get himself into that Scotty, but now they'll get the kill on Amisha. It's going to be the Shadow Step that leads to that. Skitter right back.
He's gone for 70.
Yeah, he just bought back. That was a second ago. Heaven's Halberd picked up by 33. And he hit the telekinesis on a DM. Here comes Taiga as well as BCM looking after Saksa. They've got him off and over to the side, but the Dragon Tail comes out from 9. They've got the Sunray right on top of this Ricky. They'll get the kill on Saksa, but then end up trading Taiga. Laguna Blade 9 doomed up, and the chase is on, but the Primal Roar, it comes through on a DM who was going after Snake. The LSA lands as the dart was there for 33, and they'll look to get the kill out of the Beastmaster after taking out this Phoenix. 3 heroes dead on the side of Tundra, make it a 4th. Yaragi with the double kill and a little bit of a defense from OG.
And instantly marking Roche on a minimap. They want to get this one done. How we looking in terms?
They've also got a gem on Phoenix.
He bought back in the previous fight, so won't be up for another 50 seconds. Doom looking for an opening, doesn't have ulti.
Yeah, but they've got the Bushwhack that lands on a 9, and now they're going to try and come over with the Haunt. They'll get the kill on a 9, and now they'll jump over. Skitter in a little bit far, but the rest of the side of OG are backing away as Misha ends up dead to this. And they'll take the tier 3 tower over mid. They'll look towards the racks. The Bushwhack lands onto the Dragon Knight, but 9 not really too afraid. They have Yuragi back up in 20 seconds.
Man,
they
Lina was so short too. Lina needed like 50 gold after she died for a buyback, and now Dragon Knight.
Oh, Saksa in, telekinesis. Misha's gonna be dead to rights. They get the kill there onto the Hoodwink. All 3 have buyback, but how are you gonna go about winning this game as you're on your heels? BZM in some trouble, blinks back into the base, saved by the Stormcrafter to go up into the air for just a moment. They're charging up the Sharpshooter, throwing it over onto Saksa. The damage there with the Laguna Blade, they get the kill to Saksa, they'll take the Rubik, but now they've got the Primal Roar on a Yuragi. Sonic Wave comes out, but it's not going to be enough damage to get any of the kills on the side of Tundra. They already got the kill on Saksa, but it's just Saksa. Is it really enough to fight into this? They go after 9, they land the LSA, the damage coming in from Yuragi. It's feeling like enough with the Infernal Blade hitting from DM. They'll finally take out a second. They'll blink forward for 33, who pops the BKB, but he'll be able to escape with said BKB and a TP out.
Let's see the Roche spawn. Does it benefit OG? Is Gaimin on their side? Minute and 40. The answer is no. So this is their last set of barracks. They did buy back on Namisha and DM. Pretty difficult task to ask. Like, it's very... Oh, here comes again. Spectre. Quick in and out.
Back to farming the jungle. Life has never felt so good, and by the way, those illusions, maybe with a dart and an LSA of his own, would be nice.
Saksa did the struggle in this game. He's been heavily targeted by OG members, whether it was Ricky, Taiga.
Sleep in, and they're going to get the Bushwhack. They'll look over with the Infernal Blade. 9 coming over with BKB being popped by DM. Skitter over to the side. There's a dagger out, and now they're going to pop the Lincolns on BZM. They get the Doom off out of the Dragon Knight, but the telekinesis coming in from Saksa to save this DK. 9 on the run back, but they've got speed. DM trying to get out of this one. They'll also get the kill on the Taiga, and Taiga dies. DM falls. 2 heroes gone on the side of OG. Don't have buyback on either of them, and that's going to be a bit of an issue as Tundra are looking to go for more. They find themselves their hands on Misha. Misha throws the Bushwhack, but that's not going to save your life. They get another kill onto the Hoodwink, and now only Yuragi as well as BZM can defend. These heroes don't have buyback, the racks are exposed, and OG are in a horrid spot to try and save this game. They go and they fire the Laguna Blade over on a 9. They get the kill on a BZM. They'll take out Yuragi. 5 heroes down on the side of OG. They'll call GG, and it will be Tundra who takes game 1 over the side of OG.
What a... I would say perfect start for OG in terms of how they played the tri-lane. They did kill Saksa 5 times in the laning stage. And then Skitter completely free farming on the bottom lane. The Dragon Knight as well. He picks up a Blink Dagger. They go for the kills. They did manage to make a really nice comeback. Like this tier 1 tower that they lost on the top lane, not the most important tower. And OG's draft kind of lacked that. You know, when it's very good at getting pickoffs once.
Take a quick.
I enjoy playing Radiant because advantages, if I should choose, I choose Dire because you make stacks easier, you farm caps easier.
So BZM, some words there as we see potentially first blood coming in with Fairy Fire, but a slide coming through from BZM to get that first blood, taking out 9. So first blood and on the board first again here for OG, which is something we saw in the first game. And, you know, OG did well. They had a tri-lane. They were laning what seemed to be all right, but
Sox is
gave
also dead.
too much space over, and they might be able to get Soxa too. 33 coming over, Slight again. One more right click needed to get the kill, and it will be Taiga on this Elder Titan to get the kill on a Soxa as 33 claims the life of Misha. So it ends up, at least in that sense, being a trade with those 2 kills, and favor as, you know, mid again. Snowball to BZM, but Searing Chains, Taiga, Stomp, Sleep, and a TP from Snake King with the Frostbite out on a Taiga. 9 will right click away, but there's a lot of damage going on to the Snake King, and they'll get the kill there onto the Crystal Maiden. They end up trading Taiga. BZM will retreat, throw a Remnant down, TP back to base, go back to full health, full mana, station towards top, and kind of halt this push that was coming in onto the tier 1
Usually
tower.
we see this move from Brood when she takes the tier 1 tower on the bottom to TP and maybe the join, or she wants to dominate the bottom part of the map. But 33, he understands that he needs to help his team out.
Walrus Punch, Bedlam right on top of Misha, and that is that single target damage that comes in from the Bedlam. I remember back when Dark Will was just released, that damage was absolutely insane on a solo target. I believe it was like 900. And they're still looking to get a return here on Soxa. Slight again from BZM. So a dominating spree for the Ember.
He was thinking about TPing out, but the good stun coming out from Taiga. Make sure that they... I like that 9 is going for Deso straight away. He understands that they might lack some damage, considering that Broodmother is more of a utility hero than the damage-dealing hero. So going into Deso as a first...
over.
Oh, good
Snowball,
silence.
and the silence comes out, so this is trouble for 9. 9 trying to stay alive. A Snake King goes into the ult. They get the kill on Amisha. They'll look over. Skinner goes on, or Yuragi. Down goes 9. BZM with the slight to get that kill, and now Yuragi falls to Soxa. They finish off Soxa again as BZM with a double kill. Slide over to the side, and, well, it's a trade 2 for 2. Losing 9, losing Yuragi, setting up that sharpshooter. Now the snowball over. They're trying to catch him, but stays in the slight, the sleep coming through. But now Yuragi over and looking for Soxa. Thinking about Terrorize to throw at these heroes as the Air Splitter comes in from Taiga. A slight move forward from BZM, and they are going to get the kill on the Snake King. Now they'll look over the rest. Snowball hits out of Taiga, the Walrus Punch to get the kill. Soxa, he's got credit for that as 9 falls to BZM. BZM's been able to take advantage of these low heroes and using these slights to get a couple of these kills in fights again and again and again. And, well, he's done as they've all been picked up pretty much in line with each other. They take the tier 2 up in the top lane, and then a smoke right off that for both teams. So Skitter's got that blink dagger. He's going to be trying to jump in, but they're working with an Aegis on the side of OG. They'll find themselves Taiga, and it's 3 shots to death. They're going to look for more, though. Bramble Maze, Walrus Punch coming in. Yuragi needs to be careful. The Hurricane Pike, the push away, and the Bedlam damage right on top of this Drow to take out the Aegis. DM's going to be up on the high ground, and now Misha with the sharpshooter. Well, 33's right on top of him. The Terrorize hits both these heroes with a freezing field drop by Snake King. They get the kill on Yuragi. They're going to look over at DM, and they finish off Misha. 3 heroes dead on the side of OG as they're still trying to run on the rest. DM over in the mid lane. That's going to reflect with the Lotus Orb, so the snowball going back towards 9, almost getting the damage to get the kill, but Skitter's going to be the finisher on DM. So they lose 4. Tundra, they don't lose anything, and that is a perfect fight from big cluster of an exchange up on the high ground. He can literally just go for the heroes that are on the outliers, and that's Misha at the moment. So Curse Crown, Yuragi, ooh, Bedlam, solo target.
Already
he's going to be right on top of this Drow, and Misha with a bushwhack, which lines him up for the sharpshooter. Soxa ends up going in a little bit too far, and they get the kill on the Dark Willow. So they save the Drow, they get themselves 1, and it's off the back of Misha landing a couple of spells.
It was a good try from Dark Willow there. Potentially a solo kill. Definitely worth it. Tundra's getting so much out of the map.
Walrus Punch. Oh gosh, Misha.
Starting to get some Deso charges.
Yeah, that was a 1,000 damage Walrus Punch. And while that's going on, Taiga mid drops the Skitter. They're going to try and maybe have DM go in, but he doesn't have anything really around him to be confident just yet. Finally, the team's coming over, but by this point, 33, he's back in the high ground. Skitter, I think, is in a good enough spot where he can defend what OG bring his way. But if they do it the right way, maybe things work out. Side of Searing Chains with BKB pop by BZM. They go up for 33, but Skitter's on the back lines. Get to the bashes on it. Yuragi in some trouble with the Hurricane Pike. He'll get onto the low ground. They take out this Broodmother. They'll look over at this Ursa. Ursa with the BKB. They get the kill on Yuragi. Saksa, he's on the back lines with the Bedlam looking for the Terrorize. He'll throw it over onto the Timber Saw. They get the Remnant over to kill off Snake King, but they lose DM.
Not your best effort.
Saksa is just doing amazing things with this Dark Willow.
He has
Just gets focused by Skitter here. He does get a good 4-step, but Sox is in. Blink Dagger again. Bedlam right on top. Nowhere for him to go. And Yuragi can't output the damage, and DM's going to try to move in, but the Terrorize, like, there's just so many great things happening for Tundra. Is now another great thing that's going on for them is Skitter getting a kill onto DM. They look over with the Remnant, side of his Searing Chains. That locks up 2. Remnant once again with the BKB pop by BZM. Earth Splitter's off the mark, and here come Tundra turning this one around. Blink forward with the right clicks on a Titan as well as BZM, but they're going to hold off for now.
Look, they can choose where they want to fight with Bramble and Ice Shards.
Yeah, split via the Shards, and DM back into the low ground with that Timber Chain. Got the Bushwhack coming in as well as the Sharpshooter. Nine's in some trouble.
He's rooted.
That lands out of BZM, so he's feared up. They might be able to get the control off this. The Walrus Punch, the bashes from Skitter on a BZM. They get the trade, and they'll end up losing DM on top of that. So OG, it looked good for a moment until the Terrorize came out and Saksa showed himself. Had it to go, as it's a 4-man smoke with Hoodwink dead for 3 seconds.
They know. I mean, they use the scan.
Blink Abyssal, the right clicks from Yuragi, doing nothing. This bear feels fine. As Skitter goes in with BKB, BZM's also popped his own. They get the kill on the Titan. They'll take out the other Titan immediately. He's going to buy back, but here comes 33. He's got the Hex. It's through into Yuragi. BZM trying to run. They get the Sharpshooter with the right clicks from Yuragi, but still not enough.
Skitter thinking about going in.
They just don't have the damage at all. They go over onto DM. They get the kill. Skitter with another one. Here comes
That's a big
Earth
ATL
Splitter. But is it enough? Not really. BKB, snowball in, 9 with the Walrus Punch onto Yuragi. At this point, it looks like wait for it all to come crumbling down.
Tusk ready to go in. Punch.
Walrus Punch all the way through with the Frostbite onto BZM. There is Skitter nearby as well. BZM
Punch again.
Snowball. They get the Walrus Punch one more time. They get the kill onto BZM, and no buyback there either.
He's level 25. 12% chance on Walrus Punch with the attack speed coming up from the Moon Shard. More than enough, and as you said, no buyback on Ember Spirit. Needs 400 gold for it, and now it's time for Tundra to siege.
And so the siege is going to be way easier. It certainly gets easier even more when you've got the one-punch knockout power of 9.
Stacks are coming out to Misha with the buyback, but at this point, it seems all desperation because you step too far away from your own base, from the safety, and they're gonna go, and you look at 33.
Yeah, no real fear, honestly, and there shouldn't be. They'll go for the racks, the Sharpshooter's out. The Walrus Punch again, 1 punch, 1 KO. 9. He's going to be dominating. They're going to go to the Snowball all the way over with the Sharp knockout power, 12%, and keeps just uppercutting them. They'll take out Yuragi, they'll call GG, and it's a 2-0 for the reigning TI champs of Tundra as they take out OG.
Is this MMA or is this Dota? I mean, he just punched them out of the game. Good start for Tundra.